Hello, I'm here. Close this window over here. It's a little chilly. It's a little bit chilly here in North Carolina on the Outer Banks. Tonight, I'm still doing my thing with this yarn. I need this color right here to finish my round. I did cake up a little, but I fell asleep. Hey, Crochet Mom. I fell asleep. I got a bicycle yesterday, and I haven't ridden a bicycle in years, and I went and got myself a beach cruiser, and it's so cute. I got this cute little orange bike, and I took it out today for the first time, and it was so fun. It makes me feel like a kid. And then when I got home, my body was like, "You're not a kid. You're 54. Like, I crashed for hours. I got nothing done today except for sleeping. Oh, good grief. But that was fun. I am going to ride that bike every day. So fun. Just took me back. Took me right back. And here's the one I need right here. This one. I know, right? I'm super dehydrated too. I've been doing a lot of energy work. I'm taking an energy healing course, and woo, the energy. Man, you have to drink a lot of water. And I am not good at drinking water. That's a big part of the problem here. So, I have to do better with that because otherwise I cannot handle it. I actually did a COVID test today too because I was just like feeling a little, I think whatever, I was negative, but I think whatever I'm feeling, sniffles and etc. is allergies. But I was exposed to someone who tested positive for COVID, like after I had close contact with them. But it's been almost 2 weeks, so I think I'm in the clear from that, but I just wanted to be safe. Tried to join your second skein of amethyst yarn. What do you mean you tried? Something going wrong? What's happening? These colors come apart pretty nicely. I'm not a big one for deconstructing cakes or self-striping yarn, but here I am. I don't enjoy it. I enjoy working them, continuously. It's way more fun. What's happening here? Oh no, don't use Magic Knot. Don't use that. I don't care what anyone says. I'm sorry. I have heard people say, "Oh, I've never had one come undone," but you don't know that. Unless you keep every single thing that you make and have tied a magic knot in, you don't know that they haven't come undone. And let me tell you, they do. And I have seen it, and they do. And then the only thing I can say is, if you're going to use it, don't cut the ends right short at the knot, because if it comes undone, and it could, I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying it definitely could, okay? There's nothing to fix the hole with. So I don't do magic knots unless I'm doing any kind of knot, if I can help it. unless I am making a repair and I only have this much yarn, you know, and I have to tie it for it to hold, or, you know, if I made a boo-boo and I cut the end too short, you know, and I have to do it. But yeah, I do not tie knots unless it's an emergency. Thanks for the likes. Yeah, just join it. Just add it it's and weave it later. I'll show you how I do it because I'm about to do it. Okay? How's that? Let's see. It's only 8:56. I want to just wait until 9 o'clock because once I go up to my overhead, I'm pointing at something, but once I go up there, then I can't see if anyone's trying to join. I just want to wait and see. Hey, Jess, I'm excited that you're here too and doing this. Thank you so much. My laptop is making me sign in with my... There she is. Okay, Courtney's here. I don't know if she wants to join me or not tonight. She might not want to join me. But I just saw her. She's here, so let's see what she has to say. Crochet Mama says, well, I've been trying something new from my regular join of skein color. Well, just from me to you, I don't recommend Magic Knot. It's not magic at all. It's a disaster. Anytime they call something magic something, it's like I'm always skeptical. You know, I hate weaving in ends more than anybody. I am lazy and I don't like weaving in ends. And yeah, I do not use that technique at all. Okay, I've invited her like 5 times, so let's see, what do I have to do here? I know I have to do something. I have to mirror my video. There we go. Okay, Goth Fairies, are you coming or not? It's not even 9 o'clock yet, so she might need a little more time. She's in Australia, so it's 9 a.m. her time. It's 9 p.m. my time. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Somebody asked me today where they should post their progress, and I would really love it if you made a TikTok and tag me, and make sure you turn on your duets and stitches so that I can duet those and boost you to my people and react to them. And I love seeing them. I am working on a 6-day superstar. We're doing a crochet along, and this is the 3rd day of the crochet along. So I usually do 6 days for a crochet along, and I don't usually finish in 6 days because I go really slow and I explain what I'm doing, and I only work for an hour. I think if I did it for 2 hours and I didn't stop and explain what I was doing, and so that people could watch and learn and follow along, then I could, great. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, she posted it in the Facebook group. Yeah, if you're in my Facebook group for the 6-day kid blanket, you can post over there. And if you're in the Betty McKnitiverse, you can post there. Or you can make a TikTok. Let's see. Yeah, I think, I'm pretty sure I could crank out a superstar in 6 days, working like 2 hours, maybe a little bit more, 2 hours a day. The original 6-day blanket was 6 easy days of crochet. It was a toddler-sized blanket made with chunky weight yarn. So take that into consideration when you're planning your 6-day blanket, that if you're going to use DK weight or even worsted weight, and you're going to make your blanket bigger than like 3 feet by 4 feet, then it's going to take longer than 6 days. So it's not meant to be like, if this doesn't take you 6 days, there's something wrong with you. It's definitely not that, because most of my blankets take me longer than 6 days. I really like working with bulky weight yarn, so the bulky weight blankets, especially the star blankets, don't take as long, and they don't require as much yarn either. So those can definitely be done in 6 days. All right, I don't think Courtney's coming, so she might be busy, so maybe she'll try and pop in later. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to my overhead, and ooh, that's bright. Thank you for the likes. You guys are so great. I just love you. TikTok, you're such a fun community. Okay, I'm going to go up here and get started, get to work. Woo, you're going to see all my mess. Uh-oh. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Okay, and this can go up here. And let me just plug in so I don't lose power halfway through my live. And let me pull up my pattern here. Here we are. Oh yeah, I was halfway through setup round 11, and I ended up running out of this color of yarn mid-round. So I'll show you what I do. I pull a new color, and I didn't cake this up, but I did learn when I was caking up another one that I probably didn't actually need to cake up. I realized after I figured out that you could pull it from the inside if you pull from the other end. Durr! Okay, here we go. So I worked to the last step of any stitch, and I try not to do it on the end. I try to do it in the middle of a cluster or in the middle of the row. And then I pull the new color through, and then this is my working yarn. And these are my 2 tails. And I take the 2 tails together and I flip them up over the working yarn, and I hold them to the back. And then I work my next stitch. I didn't actually work this stitch properly, but I'm going to keep going anyways, because it's not going to be noticeable that it's different. Okay, and there's my 2 ends on the back of my work. And they're not flopping around. They're not making a hole. They're not doing anything. They're just hanging there. And so I just leave them there until I'm done. Or, sometimes they hang there until the end of time. But obviously I'm giving this away, so I'll just weave them in. So I'll take one and weave it that way and the other and weave it that way. No knots required. So I'll just try and finish up this row really quickly here. So this round set up round 11. It's really easy to memorize. You're just doing a DC3 together on one on either side of the DC3 together in the row below, and then a 3-3-3 in the chain 3 space at the point. So all the star blankets start with the same 8 rounds, and then they change from there. So this blanket has a different setup round 9, 10, and 11. And then once you complete this setup round 11, it's all repetition after this. So we have 3 more days for the challenge. It's just going to be, just working on the blanket. It's pretty repetitive. And I did cake up some of this cream here because I do want to bring that in pretty soon. But I'm looking at the other colors, and I think I want to bring in something a little bit lighter first. And then this. And then I want to do a nice stripe with this. I have 3 of these, so I think it's going to be an important color as the blanket gets bigger. So I feel like I really need to bring it in soon. But my friend really loves purple. So I think having the purples in the center is a good call. Thanks for the likes. I'm really excited to see your blankets and what y'all are working on. How's everyone doing tonight, and what are you all up to? Hi. So I wonder how my legs are going to feel tomorrow, because I rode that bike for a while, and I did, like, there was a certain point where my intuition was like, you better stop. because you're not used to this and you're going to be upset when you're in pain. And so I listened to that and I came back home, and then I decided I wanted the handlebars adjusted. So I adjusted my handlebars and I went back out. And then I decided I didn't like how I had adjusted the handlebars, so I adjusted them again back, and then I went back out again. So I was out for way longer than I intended, and way past my intuition saying, you better stop. Okay, so I'm just joining setup round 11. Thanks for following. Thanks for the likes. Hi everyone, I'm making a 6-day superstar. I'm joining and fastening off because I'm going to join a new color. And I think I am going to go ahead and join this, whatever this color is here. Let me grab that wallpaper sample. I'm matching her wallpaper. So I'm deconstructing this Karen Ogo Colorama. I really like the weight of this yarn. You don't see many yarns with this weight. It's in between like a 4 and a 6. Well, it's a 5. It's a little more than worsted, but it's not quite bulky. I really like the weight. So this is her wallpaper. And then I think this is pretty good match for that. And I have a lot of it. I mean, the Colorama comes in these. I know they're not called skeins. I think they want you to call them Ogos. They come like this. So I think that all the colors in this are pretty good, except for this bright pink. I don't think is going to work unless I just put it in a little bit. And then I got 3 of these to, to really fill in. The only thing I haven't done is figured out these greens. There's not a lot of these greens. Most of what I have is like these purples and this dark burgundy and this. I don't have anything this color, and I don't have anything this color, so I was looking at some of the other Ogos that I have to see, but I don't really think any of these greens can come in. Maybe this, I could maybe bring this in. And here's one with more of like some blues, but none of those really match either, so I might have to go to the store and see if they have something with a better match. I have this one too. But this also, I could maybe put that in. That goes. It doesn't have to be a lot, like I could just put 1 round of single crochet in the blanket with this green, and that would be enough. I don't have to do a whole like stripe. It could just be 1 round. Okay. There we go. All right. Now what am I doing? I'm on Okay, so after we go through all the setup rounds, then it will start to call the rounds by the 6-day kid blanket row numbers. So it jumps from setup round 11 to round 4. And round 4 is a single crochet round after the cluster rounds. In every 6-day blanket, row 4 is the single crochet round after the cluster rounds. And the reason for that is because, yeah, thank you. The reason for that is because, well, there's different ways that you can stripe the blanket, and it all goes by the row numbers. So I didn't want to have to rewrite that for every pattern. So I just, made all the row numbers the same so you could figure that out. In this round, we make a single crochet into every stitch around and 3 single crochet in the chain 3 space at the top of the mountain. Now, some people like to work these. See how I have that big space? It's hard to keep it tight because you have to have really loose tension. So instead of working into here, a lot of us work into here to just close that up. The pattern doesn't say to do that, but you can do it. But just know that when you work into this space here, that is this stitch. That takes the place of working into the top of this stitch. So you'll only have 2 over here. Okay, so it'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. All right, because this is just 2 stitches down here. So if you work between them, this work between takes the place of working that double crochet. And then, of course, in the point, it's 1, 2, 3. Can I center my camera? I'm doing the best I can with my setup. I don't know what's not centered. I mean, I'm looking at it with my hands. Can you say more, Julie? Because you're getting my computer, and I see what you're saying. How's that? Thank you, my dear. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, girl. I'm glad you're here. Help me. I'm really bad at this. Yeah. I actually think it started out, I don't really know. This thing wasn't tight, I'll just say that. Appreciate you. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for following. Yeah, I hope she likes it. I know she's really particular about color, so there's no way I'm throwing something in that doesn't match. She is picky. And she has a beach house down here on the Outer Banks that she rents out when she's not staying in it. She rents out as an Airbnb, and she put that wallpaper on one side of the house in the living room on one wall. And one day she was down here when she was first, getting it all ready. And she said, come on down and bring some scissors because I have a little project for us to work on. So I went down to her place and she had that wallpaper and she was like, cut out some flowers from this wallpaper and I'm going to stick them to this old surfboard that the people left here that own the house before us. And I was like, I don't understand your vision, but I'm just going to go. I'll just do it. So I just started cutting out flowers and, I'm like, I don't know where this is going. I don't really see how this is going to work or how is she going to put these on here? And they're just like, because some of the flowers are not whole. Some of them are like overlapping others. And she's like, just don't worry about it. Just cut them out. And I'm like, okay. All right, girl, I trust you. And then we have a bunch of them cut out and she starts putting them on this old surfboard and they're just like peel and stick. And I'm like, dang it, if that does not look really good. And she was just like slapping them on. And she made it look so good. She's really good at that. She's one of those trash to treasure people, it's somebody on my street is like leaves a bunch of stuff out for the trash, I'm like taking a picture of it like, do you want anything from here? It was nice stuff though. And she was like, yeah, grab me the whatever. So yeah, a lot of the stuff in her house down here is secondhand and she has made it really adorable. So cute. Such a cute little place. I can't wait to buy this place that I am living in so that I can make it my own. I'm going to have 6-day kid blankets on every single bed, which, I can do that now renting, but yeah, I'm going to have that. I'm going to have my own photographs up here, my family photos and my daughter's artwork and, my dance photos, my dad's old photos. I got plans. How's that great granny going for you, Julie? And how you doing today, by the way? You feeling better? Oh yeah, see, I almost made a big boo-boo right there. So if I'm working between the stitches, I'm not going to work the top of this stitch. I got confused because of my join. I'm going to go over here. I wanted to post the dates and all the deets and all the stuff for the granny square crochet along that I'm determined to do on May 1st, even though I don't have the patterns released yet. The great granny pattern, and I'm going to have a great granddaddy pattern too that I haven't really talked about anywhere except for here. So that should be fun. I'm excited for that. People have been asking me for a 6-day kid blanket granny square for years and years. And I've been saying, no, it doesn't chevron. So I didn't make it chevron, but I will. I'm going to make one that chevrons too. Don't ask me what I'll call them because I just used up all my good names. Oh, this looks good. I thought that the white would maybe be, it's not really white, it's like a blush pink, I guess. I thought it was going to be kind of like garish against this dark burgundy, but it looks good. It looks good. Yes, I need a picture of that spot. Absolutely, if you can provide one, I will definitely use it. I'm going to finish off here and I'm going to bring in another color for the next round. But I don't know what. I think maybe this should be next. What do you all think? A lot of deconstructing going on here. I've opened so many of these Ding Dong Ogos. Oh, and of course, half of it is on one side and half of it is on the other. I could scream. I could scream. Didn't I say I was gonna cake this and I didn't cake it? Okay, that's the outside. I don't want to take from that side. I want to take from the inside. You can take from the inside on these, I learned. Why is it a different color? Oh my goodness. I think I could use that too. Thanks, Crochet Mom. Okay, it's just a tiny bit. Okay, where do I put this giant snake of yarn while I'm working? Let me fasten this off and then I'll be on round 11. So if you're going to change colors on every round, you can start and end anywhere. It doesn't matter. As long as you put the stitches in the right place, you're good. So as long as you put, 3 single crochet in the chain 3 space and 1 single crochet in each space around, you're good. And when you start and end the round, don't work in between the stitches like I showed you if you're starting and ending your round there, because you'll just get confused. So I always, since I have an end here, I'm not going to start a new round right there. I'm going to start in a different place. I'm going to start in a new valley so that I don't have a bunch of ends sticking up, going up on the same place and creating a line that's visible. So this is round 5, and let me see. Let me read it. So it says slip stitch in the next space, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So this is going to be the top, and I'm going to be doing 1, 2, 3 double crochet. So I'm going to start right here, and I don't have to slip stitch and join because I'm starting a new yarn. So I'm going to start with a standing stitch, putting a slip knot on my hook, and then just go. Because I don't have to join down here and then chain up just so I can go again. I'm already up, so I can just start from up. And now it's 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then 5 double crochet in the center. And where you see in the pattern where it says 3 and then it has 6, 9, 12 in the parentheses, that will be on my next repeat. When I repeat rows 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, the next time I come back, it'll be 6. And then the next time it'll be 9. And then the next time it'll be 12. So it goes up by 3 every time. So that's for people that, that count. Okay, and then it's 4 going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but I have to do, this is round 5. I have to do round 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, and then do this again. I had somebody that saw that and thought they had to just keep going with this row, and they didn't understand to move on to the next row. So skip 2, and you always know that you're in the right place when your double crochet lands here in between the second and third stitch of this cluster, 2 rows down. Your double crochet is right. So it's just another thing you can look at just to check. Ooh, I'm really loving this color. This is not a color that was really standing out to me with those other colors, but I guess maybe just because it's out here on its own now, it can really shine. Thanks for the likes. You made a grand granny. I'm just seeing this. You made a grand granny square for your oldest. Skip 2. I'm glad I get to skip over that gnarly little join stitch there. So it's 4 stitches going up the mountain, 5 stitches in the peak, 4 to go down, and skip 2 in the valley. Thank you, my dear. I really appreciate you. So see how we made a new point here in the middle. This was the one that we added in. So we have a new point. So now you'll have 14 points. Isn't that cool? I love how this one came out. It's 2:34 a.m. in the UK. Hello, insomnia. I am making a 6 Days Superstar blanket. This is a crochet along and it's day 3. And I have replays posted on my YouTube channel if you want to try and catch up with us. Or you want to come back later and make this project. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the colors are lighting me up right now, I have to say. I wasn't feeling it with that burgundy, but now that I'm bringing in these more rosy tones, I'm really loving it. And I'll show you I'm matching my friend's wallpaper, so I'll show you the wallpaper when I finish this round. It's okay, my dear. You can go over to YouTube. you can always join in, have a little 6-day crochet along with me. Follow along on YouTube. I have other tutorial videos for this blanket, but they frankly suck. I'll just say it. Other people have said it and they hurt my feelings, but they were right. So I know, I hear you. I have insomnia as well. I have been doing much better with it, but today I went on a bike ride and I overdid it and I ended up crashed on the couch for hours this afternoon. I don't even know what time I laid down, but I know I got up. I'm going to say I was out for probably 3 or 4 hours. So that's going to kill me tonight. I'm not going to sleep tonight. Plus I got nothing done. Well, I hope it helps if you can follow along the videos. And I know I don't write patterns the same way other people do, and I probably am doing a lot of stuff wrong, but yeah. I wasn't trying to do this. It was just Betty McNitt was a happy accident. So it's 5 going up the side. I'm sorry, did I say it right? 1, 2, 3. It's 4 to go up the side. 5 in the point. I started taking melatonin at night and I started using something called Dream Water, and I don't like drinking water, so I have a really big problem with dehydration. So I started doing Dream Water, and I'm going to stop and drink my water right now. I have an liquid IV. So this has liquid IV in it. I think that's what it's called. Liquid IV Dehydration Enhancer. So I started doing that with the water, drinking the water at night before I go to bed. With the Dream Water has melatonin in it and some other things. And then also magnesium. I was having all this muscle twitching in my legs, and since I've been taking the magnesium, that has ended. So I don't have that anymore, and I'm much calmer. I know I must frig water. I am not good at it, though. I don't know why. So I hear you when people say you are a visual learner and you don't understand patterns, but this pattern, these 6-day patterns, they're too complicated to just only do on video. So the pattern is there, but the video is there to help you. So I would try it, but definitely use the pattern, follow along the pattern and follow the video together. It will help you. But, you know, there's just too much in these patterns to do it all on a video. You can't do video alone for 6-day blankets. You just can't. I'm sorry. There's too much information. And then I don't do, maybe someday I'll do star blanket graphs, because I know those are helpful for people, but I stopped providing graphs on the internet or for free because I was finding them all over websites everywhere with my pattern stolen. and people, from other countries and other languages thinking that I would never find it, or I don't know what they were thinking, but they take my graphs. You can see it's exactly my graph. You can see my watermark on it. You can see where they've just covered up my name and put their own name. It's just like a graph is just like handing the world my pattern and just saying, steal me. So I don't do it anymore. Can you tell I'm bitter? Because those graphs are really hard to make. And if you're a crochet designer and you're in any like crochet design group or pattern sellers group or, business group or anything like that, people are asking all the time, how can I make a graph? There's no good software to do it. And there is no good software to do it. But I do put a copyright on it. It's copyrighted, and it's not just me putting the little C symbol. It's a registered copyright that I paid money for with the government. So they don't care. They can still take it. Content theft in the crochet world is insane. It's rampant. And I've tried speaking up about it, but you can tell I'm getting really heated. And it takes me to a really negative place. There are creators, lots of them on this app. I started unfollowing and blocking people because somebody actually, a crochet creator on this app, said to me that basically their whole crochet business was copying other people's designs and selling it as their own. So I guess they said, I guess you don't want me to be in business then. And, I don't know what's happening here, but there are a lot of crochet business owners that do not respect copyright. It is illegal. And you know what? I could have a full-time job. I could just do nothing else but go around the internet and find all the places where my copyright has been infringed upon and go after them. And then I would have no time to do anything else. So every once in a while, and people send me stuff when they find it. It's getting better because I have brought a lot of awareness to my followers about why a free pattern does not mean it's just free for you to go and give it to other people and do whatever you want with it, because it's free. It is not free to the designer, like I'm still making money off of my free pattern. So if you share it, then you are, if you have a free pattern from my website and you share that and it's okay because it's free, then you are missing an opportunity to send somebody else to my website to view the free pattern themselves and for me to get the traffic and the ads for that. Hey, Carissa. In my case, my graph is widely used. It was all over Pinterest. I had a lot of them taken down because the graph, it's just like, it gives you a key to the whole pattern. Nobody has to buy the pattern because they can just follow the graph, So I don't make graphs as much anymore, but people ask me for the star blanket. Someday I'll do it. But yeah, I'm not one to just come right out and do it, because it just makes it easier for people to steal or not pay for something, In my case, we're talking about the 6-day kid blanket, 6-day, that's the one that I had. I stupidly had a JPEG of the graph right on my website. and it was the highest. I mean, I got more traffic on that page for a really long time, but basically people were just stealing the graph and making their own websites with it. Yeah, if you have downloaded a free pattern, it still has a copyright on it. And I think a lot of people just don't understand that even though it's free, it's still a source of income for the designer, and she has that monetized. So rather than sharing the PDF, you can just share the link where that person can go and download it themselves. Crochet Mom, have a question. Can you still use crochet stitches and pattern books as a reference? Yes, you can. My patterns are based on pattern books, stitches from pattern books. The intention of them is for making other things to use for the purposes of designing. But if you are going to publish a pattern, you have to get permission to use it from the publisher. And then in the case of, like, you know, I got the 6-Day Kid Blanket stitches from a book. If you're going to use them, it's, you know, I also have a copyright on their use. So it's probably still legal to do it. But if you're going to use 6-Day Kid Blanket stitches for anything, like, my followers are going to notice that. I wouldn't recommend doing anything that looks like something somebody else is doing. But yes, you can use stitches out of books. If you publish a pattern with that, then get permission first. I'm just rejoining this because I'm talking. I'll just set that down. I'm going to take a break because I get kind of I start to get kind of on fire when I start talking about this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's like a gift. If you tag me, that's like a gift because you're bringing me traffic, and that's how I get paid. If you share my website and my link, that's like a gift to me, and so I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Crochet Wizard. So that was around, well, the blanket's getting bigger already. So those were rounds 5 and 6. I like the peachy rose with the burgundy. Oh yeah, I'll grab the wallpaper. I know, isn't that great? This is my inspiration. This is my friend's wallpaper. That's okay, I knew what you meant. Have I decided on a border yet? Are you, Julia, are you asking about, I like some metallic sage. Oh yeah. Like this. I haven't found the right yarn to match this yet, though. No, I haven't, but I was looking at it last night. I have some ideas. Okay, this is round 6, and then I'm going to slip stitch because the round actually starts. These 2 double crochet here are skipped So the round actually starts from here, and it's a chain 3, counts as your first double crochet. And then I think it's going to be 4, yep, 3, 4, double crochet to the top. The weird colors. Oh yeah, store near me that sells alpaca wool. Oh, thank you. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for worsted weight yarn to make a sweater with, and I can't decide what to use. And so I was bopping around on Etsy today looking for some indie dyers. So if there are any indie yarn dyers that are watching this that have some worsted weight, I think I want to do like beachy colors because I live at the beach, with maybe like a little bit of like, I don't know, some coral thrown in or something, but like blue. Wait, what's happening? Somebody told you to stop crocheting? Why? All right, let me just explain this row before I get in this convo, because I'm like, yeah, I'm interested in that. So it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochet up this top, up to the top, 5 in the center, 5 coming down, and then skip 2 in the valley. Severe nerve damage in my arm. Okay, so Shauna, what are you doing? How are you creating nerve damage? What's your posture? What kind of hook are you using? How are you, or what kind of chair are you sitting in? How tight is your work? Are you using ergonomic hooks? Are you getting up and stretching? Like, what's happening? If you have nerve damage, then I think you do need to stop until that heals. I have had nerve damage in my body, and it caused immobility, not from crocheting, but from childbirth. I damaged my femoral nerve, and I had paralysis from that. So if you're at that point, then you should stop. But let's talk about your posture and how you can support your body to keep crocheting. I have a series of videos on here about self-care, some self-care tips for crocheters. Some of them are about somatics and yeah. Yes. So my when the pandemic first started and we were all like on lockdown and on Zoom all the time, and first getting like transitioning to that lifestyle where we weren't, we were sitting down a lot looking at screens. I started this thing where on the 45 of the hour I would get up out of my chair and stretch or move, or no matter what I was doing. So I was always kind of watching for the 45 of the hour. I have since been told that once an hour is not enough. We really need to get up once every 20 minutes. But like crocheters, I know you're not going to do that. And then when you do get up out of your chair, you need to move your spine. Your spine moves. It does flexion and extension. So flexion is when you're bending over forward. We're already doing that all the time while we're crocheting. So you want to do extension, which is arching back. And then you want to do lateral flexion. You can check the video here on TikTok. I show you what to do. And make sure you twist your spine, get up, stretch your hip flexors, move around, like don't sit there all day. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, you can't. You have to get up. You have to get up once an hour. You have to stretch. You have to go pee. You have to eat. I have a physio ball I keep nearby, and I'll go crochet on that for a while and bounce. I mean, I have a chronic medical condition, so I really need to take care of myself. I was losing my mobility a few years ago because of it. So I do everything I can not to lose my mobility. And, I crochet, knock on wood, I crochet a lot. I crochet every day. And I'm still going strong. I use the Furls Odysseys. They're really nice on my hand. They're nice on my shoulder. And then one thing I do when I get into bed at night, I stack up pillows, and I lay back and I open my arms and open my shoulders. If my fingers do not cramp up, thank you. They're actually those color change ones, but my fingers do not cramp up, and I don't have that. You notice I don't have that mark on my finger that people get. If you are holding your hook really tight, then you're going to cause problems for your body. I have learned how to, well, for one thing, if you relax your hands, some of these things, these tips that I'm giving you to take care of your body will also help you crochet faster. Hang on, what am I doing here? So yeah, I really try to relax my hands as much as I can when I crochet. My tension is very loose. I'm going to pull this one back through around, flip it back up over because it seems like it's just kind of loose. This blanket has very loose tension. It has to. But this is one thing. I don't know how you hold your hook, but I hold mine like this. So learn to use your finger dexterity when you crochet like this, instead of doing a lot of this, okay? And this will loosen up your hand. Okay, so when you go in and you grab the yarn and then you turn. So this is how I do it. My hand is doing this. I'm not just gripping it and using my wrist. So yeah, I would learn how to relax, take lots of breaks. And yeah, if the nerve damage is up in your, I'm guessing it's up in your spine. So you also need to put a pillow on your lap and bring the work up to your face, closer to your face, so that you can sit up straight and you're not crocheting in forward flexion. And also stack pillows up on either side of you so that you can rest your arms on the pillows, and your shoulders and your neck and your back are not doing any work to hold up your arms. So when I crochet, it's like I'm in restorative yoga. I have my whole body supported. Any pillow. memory foam or whatever feels good. I just have a bunch of throw pillows on the couch and I just stack them up. And I always have I have like a footrest there so I can extend my legs. Yeah, put a pillow on your neck, but straighten your neck and your spine. If you have nerve damage, if it's, I don't know, is it coming from your shoulder? I don't remember. I am using Karen Ogo and Colorama, and I'm deconstructing a couple of different ones to match my friend's wallpaper. But bringing this, whatever color this is, this rose color, in next to this burgundy was a really good choice. I like it. Everyone seems to like it. I'm wondering if maybe I should have just done one. I might take this round out because, yeah, and bring another color in because it's going to be really wide and it's such a pretty color, and I'm going to have to, screw it. I'm just going to keep going. I do like it. I don't like the, I don't really care for the format. I would be just as happy with the center pull skein, but I like the yarn. It's nice. I like this weight of yarn. I like heavier yarns. I probably will put the burgundy in again, yes, but I'll show you. I'm almost to the end of this bit of yarn, and I'm gonna have to open another Ogo and pull some off of another one. So I think I'm going to be ending mid-row, and it's 10:04. So in just a sec, I'll show you the other colors that are left for me to bring in. Yeah, I didn't plan it out. I took the wallpaper to the store. I bought the Ogos. I was starting to buy like a bunch of different skeins of yarn, and there was just something in my heart that said, this isn't how I want to do this. And so I went back to the Ogos, and I think they were on sale 2 for 1 or something. They were on sale. So I was like, I'm going to get these. And, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I'm deconstructing them. They have, you're into bohemian colors, Fran Cap 01. I feel like you and I could be really good friends. Whoops. See, that's how loose I hold my hook. I just dropped it. This crochet is supposed to be fun and relaxing. And if you're so stressed out, you're holding your hook super tight, then, you need to breathe and take some. I'm not going to leave that like that. I'm just doing that for now. So here we go. There's the purple in the middle. Franca. I saw a Fran Cap. Franca. Are you in France? You told me where you were, but I forget what you said. This is the wallpaper. There's that color. UK. And I still have this purple I haven't put in. There's been a little bit of this purple. Oh, this is the purple, this lilac. I haven't put that in at all. And then there's this. I haven't done this at all. I think maybe it's time for this to come in. I think this is going to be too bright. So tell me what you all think about that. I feel like that is going to be like, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a little bit of it right there. I feel like the bright pink is too much. Yeah. It's like garish to me. It's like sticking out like a sore thumb. I feel like if I put it in, it's going to destroy the vibe. So I'm going to cut it off. Away with you. Be gone. It's enough to make like a baby hat or something. Well, probably not, but once I deconstruct like 3 or 4 of them. So I don't know if I'll include this or not, because I have already brought in this. But we will see. We will see. This is what I have. Lots of purple, burgundy, and wine, and rose. And then I want to find something to bring in a little bit of green. Yeah, it makes it look like it's like very childish to me, in my opinion. So we'll see. All right, so, put that over there. All right, let me take this down so I can, you would go with the off-white. Okay. I might try it and see how it looks. Oh my goodness. I always forget that I'm like really going to be zoomed in. Nobody wants to say that. Well, thank you all so much for being here tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, and we talked about somatics tonight. So if you are interested in somatics and crochet and how you can use like somatic knowledge to improve your crochet posture and help keep your body safe when you're crocheting, check some videos on here on my TikTok. I've done just a little bit there. And we also talked a little bit about content theft. I am going to be doing a business course and an accountability group for, thank you so much, my dear Franca. Thank you. Going to be doing an accountability group in my membership for crochet designers who would like to. I'm just going to show you how I monetize my free crochet, and then stick with you for a few months. I forget how long. Courtney has requested it, so I forget how long we said, maybe 4 months or 6 months. Stick with you as you build out your monetization platform for your free crochet patterns, and support you in completing those steps, and encourage you along the way, and provide accountability to help you get your patterns up there. So that's for pattern sellers who are interested in doing that. And that's links are in my bio. So 3 more days. Please post if you're crocheting along with me, please post your TikToks, post your photos, and tag me so I can see your work and cheer you on. And yeah, thanks for all the follows and likes and for being here hanging out with me, helping me choose colors for this crazy blanket. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Have a good night. Bye.